Hi, this is Keith Davidson of Albertson & Davidson LLP, and today I want to talk to you about selecting a proper trustee. Now, it's interesting to me that a majority of the time, the way that somebody selects a trustee is they choose the oldest child or one of their children, something of that nature. And the problem is that just because somebody's the oldest doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be well-tuned to be a trustee. And one of the guiding principles of being a trustee is that you have got to treat all the beneficiaries fairly and impartially. That means you can't favor one beneficiary over the other. And that can be a real problem with siblings, as you can imagine. Now, some families get along just fine. Some families don't. In fact, many families don't. And a lot of times, just having a child be trustee can cause problems, not because that child is doing anything that's improper necessarily, but because of the perception that they either are doing something they shouldn't or that they will do something that they shouldn't. There's that internal jealousy and rivalry built in to sibling relationships. So one of the alternatives that you have when you're selecting a trustee is to choose a private professional trustee. These are private people, they're professionals, and all they do is act as trustees. And there's good private professionals and there's bad private professionals, but there are good ones out there and you can find them, and it's a nice alternative if you don't know who else to act as trustee. You also, of course, can choose a corporate trustee. A lot of people don't like the idea of a corporate trustee because they think that there's too much of a cost and expense to corporate trustees. But if you weigh that cost and expense against having a trustee that none of the beneficiaries trust and that ultimately leads to trust litigation, then a corporate trustee may actually be quite a bit cheaper. Now, you also can just choose a private individual, somebody who's not your children, but a trusted advisor. So if you have a friend, a family member who's not a child, somebody who you're close to and can trust, you can also consider them. But the guiding principle of the decision you're going to make really should be, can this person treat all the beneficiaries fairly? And can they treat them impartially while you're going through the trust administration process? It's not always easy to do. Sometimes beneficiaries are difficult. Sometimes they're headstrong. Sometimes they're stubborn. Doesn't matter. The trustee still has that duty. So keep that in mind next time you're selecting a trustee.